or squats preferably.
Do my stretches.
Yeah, stretching also helps. Just anything to move your legs more than you currently are.
Where does that stuff come from anyway?
Poor diet, lack of exercise, sometimes even bad sleep.
Hmm.
But overall, it's mostly just bad cholesterol that builds up in your body.
And does it go away when you do all that?
Through exercising, yes, it does. It does come down, but you also have to eat more healthier foods that give you good cholesterol instead of bad cholesterol.
Hmm.
But that's usually it. I don't say go the hardcore like that if you're super fucked up. And the only way you know if you're super fucked up like that is if your doctor tells you, hey, you need to make a change now.
Yeah. Mine's only slightly elevated. But then again, I had this since I was a child, so I don't know if that's what it is.
I mean, yeah, genetically you are predisposed to have bad cholesterol.
Wow. You saying I'm built wrong?
No, it's just the fact that because of your ethnicity, you're going to be genetically predisposed to certain diseases.
That's kind of fucked, man.
It is pretty fucked.
Human genetics is a fucked up thing.
Well, some people might argue about certain things. Or some people are
No. Thankfully, my upstairs neighbor isn't retarded. He knows what to fucking do to prevent that.
Then again, I'll be like, I'm more movement oriented than fight.
Yeah, sure. But
And the thing is, right? I was a lot more active just so you know what it probably is? It's probably just not enough blood pumping into the place bigger than what our size should probably be at. My feet are size 12, but most people my size and on of my family, right, only get to maybe a size 8 at the most.
I mean, it's possible. But I'm pretty sure you'd know pretty quick if you didn't have enough blood pumping through you.
I mean, I'm just saying at this point.
Oh, sure. It could also be that, or even that your feet are more efficient at dispersing heat.
This is weird. Because when that foot gets all heated up, it's warm. Like a stinging feeling and all that on the bottom of my feet. Oh, I'm gonna massage my feet for a bit.
Not sure if it's a good night to broadcast any release right now.
Well, not right now, but you were streaming earlier. I can stream again.
Yeah, his PC messed up. From what I've seen.
Only temporarily. He's just out of stretch.
Yeah. Funny enough, it's fine when well, my feet is very callous.
You walk barefoot?
Yes. All the time. When I was a kid,
One second, I'll be right back.
I walked barefoot on stone. And not like concrete, I'm talking about like rocks.
Well, yeah, that would explain that.
But they don't really work when I started walking. Only can stop song when I go some with shoes. Most of the time when I put my shoes on, around the house and do something like real quick, I borrow the socks. it's cheese. It's just thin skin.
Nah, you can cut it off like a rind of a Parmigiano Reggiano loaf.
Surprising.
Not loaf.
What?
I meant to say wheel instead. I said loaf. A loaf of cheese.
You're alright, man? You hungry today?
No, I'm just cold. My body is starting to demand sustenance to warm it back up.
Eat a hot dog.
Yes, delicious hot dog that's boiled in water.
You don't
Yum.
have to boil your hot dog.
But that's what we do in this house.
I mean, if someone else cooks it,
No, that's what they do in this house.
you could easily just take a fork, stick it through the wing, and just turn on a fire thingy and just eat it that way.
Yes.
So yes. But also no.
Yeah, no.
That's what
Also, Nigerians.
I love you, no, I am what God did.
Let's get some gloves. Just gonna run in place, do jumping.
Yeah, that'll just be good.
I know we're gonna do river dance while the shoes.
Yeah, slam your toes into the floorboards. Or hell, even
So how's Raven?
cold. Sneaky.
Actually,
Here. I was gonna say something. Never mind.
Ah, go ahead.
Your EP.
Yeah,
well,
very easy.
I think it's very. You know what? I think I know what it is. It's probably just nerve damage.
Could be nerve damage.
Why you say that?
Because the opposite happens in terms of heat. It takes a while for my foot to recognize heat.
Okay, that brings up a question. How did you hurt your foot?
Probably from what I did as a kid. What I just told you I did. Rocking all the sharp stones and stuff as a kid, not thinking much of it. You know, gravel and all that. Yeah, we were walking on it. Thinking I was talking hot stuff because everybody else was complaining about it. I was like, well, this isn't bothering me. What?
Maybe, but I don't think that would cause nerve damage.
I mean, I also could just be because I'm mixed. A lot of people
Well,
don't realize mixed race person actually has a lot more defects than a regular person whose parents are both the same race. Let's just say it like this: the ancient ancestors of white people and black people are much different. Look it up, and there is some truth to it. Mixed race kids are often got some kind of debilitating health issue. For instance, that girl who's black, whose mother was Japanese, her father was black.
How the fuck? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Blackanese?
Sadly, she lives in Japan and gets all sorts of hate. But there also is some health issues she has to deal with, too. It's fairly common. So there is a desire to try to keep within some people, torture. I'd almost say it's bestiality. What?
You almost made me crack the nut that I'm working on in one go with that laugh.
Yeah, just trust me. I found some circles of the internet that would say that unironically. I don't always hang out with the best people.
Does that make all of us too?
What?
When you said you don't hang out with the best of people, does that mean us too?
I don't know, that's your own opinion. I think you guys are fairly well off, even better than some normies. You know, I hate to say it, but some of you guys have better morals than some of the people in my church, the way they act.
Jesus, really?
Like I said, you guys don't drag up drama. You don't go out of your way to kind of top behind people's backs.
No, fair.
Or say things like, pray about it and reconsider.
Yeah.
It's gonna bother me quite a while. You don't say reconsider if you're asking somebody to pray about it. They should pray about it, and God should answer them, not you, not your suggestion. You know? Otherwise, there's no point of telling them to pray about it. And it's like, I don't even read the Bible that often compared to, you know, most people, probably my church, but it's like, it seems like I have a better understanding of what it teaches. For instance, I understand people say, you know, you will be persecuted, right? You will be persecuted. But it's like, but why does that allow, but what does that mean, allowing bad, evil people to get away with things they do? When it's concerning someone else? Why do you always send a blind eye when it's like, you know, your children and your friends and family are suffering under this and you don't do anything about it? And you don't try to chase off people like putting satanic shit in your town or putting a freaking strip club in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? You want to all be non-militant when it comes to the stupid abortion thing, and yet they still keep doing it. Meanwhile, Jesus himself chased out the money changers with a whip.
Damn.
And probably skinned a few people with it. and you people don't even have that much boldness, but you don't ever want to bring up that particular passage of the Bible or anything.
Oh
The
no,
fact that
because
he actually got righteously mad about anything. You never think about that. You people
because they
say
think
you read
he's an all righteous and gentle man. He would never hurt a person.
And half the time I think they just get a meme version of what's listed there. I hate to say it, that they're just as guilty as coming with an idol version of a deity than people who are pagans.
Oh, careful now.
I know, I don't want to be careful, because I'm tired of Christians acting like this shit. Every fucking time. And they want to have some superficial rules they made up in their own head. When the Bible says, do not be caught in drunkenness, but didn't say anything about drinking anything.
If anything, fucking Jesus, didn't Jesus make wine with water?
Yes, and the thing is, they want to just dance around this whole thing, right? Like, here's the, Jesus understood the culture around which he was in, alright? Whether he partaken in it doesn't matter. He understood what the culture was, right, that he was in. And it was at a wedding. And here's the thing, he was only annoyed because somebody was trying to, basically, right, use his power in that regard, right? Whether or not they were drinking didn't matter because they were already drunk through a lot of wine. All right, before that point. That's why they said they were out of wine, and that's why Jesus' mother asked him if he could make some. Right? But he was all about his purpose of his mission, of his thing. But it's like people want to say you can't drink at all or whatever, when the Bible never says that. And I would love it if they quote me the part where it says do not drink at all. The only passages I ever see is regarding drunkenness. And if you know you can't handle drinking without becoming drunk, then don't drink. But don't be trying to chase someone out of the church because they occasionally have a glass of wine or something. Especially when there's whole cultures in Europe that you apparently get along with that have no such thing. It's just an American stupid crap.
Well, to be fair, we did derive from Puritans when we came here.
And even
At least
those
the religious part.
in hell, those people killed people for no reason other than he didn't like them and used religious excuses. Like I said, there's a lot of hypocrisy in this religion. And I just would like to call out these people, but like I said, I'd probably be discontinued from most places for even saying what I'm saying. And it's like, I would hate to tell you people, maybe that's why God isn't helping this nation, because you people keep having your own interpretation of what he wants. And instead of just being people who just want to hide in their little hidey holes and never go out, never actually have any influence in this world. And I hate to say it, there are some Christians, there are some denominations that are guilty of deliberately wanting things to turn bad, so revelation happens. And to those people, I hope you jump off a cliff. To wanting the kind of crap that happens in Revelations to happen under your watches. Ugh. Here's the thing, God doesn't need your help to get there. Alright? Things can happen regardless, but the fact that you people are deliberately sabotaging things, do you just hope that you get to go to heaven faster? Is just, you're a piece of shit. Especially when you don't think about the fact that your offspring will be worse off because of what you did. You know what I mean?
Aye.
That's probably why boomers are so hated. Because they're kind of like the last big majority of a generation that cared about this kind of thing, right? And all that you ever hear about is like, look, I'm so tired of most of my older people in my church saying this. Can't wait for the trumpet sound, all that. And it's like, so what? You're just gonna, you know what I mean? Is that why y'all have been ineffective for 20 or 40 years? It's because you're just hoping that you get to stand away from this terrible earth and everything gets wiped out? Man, maybe that's why Jesus hasn't shown up yet, because of your mentality. They want to call the people who keep coming up with dates of when Jesus is coming back or whatever, which those people are stupid too. But it's like, I find it kind of hypocritical that these people keep wanting this certain event to happen, you know what I mean? And deliberately not doing shit around their society, around their neighborhoods and stuff because of it. You know? Don't want to get involved in the country's politics or things, whatever. I'm gonna have a separation of church and say, fuck that noise. That means you value the state more than you value Jesus' teachings. Dang.
Like, I was gonna say, like, if you're looking forward to that kind of shit, doesn't that make you the enemy?
It makes you complicit in and just like I said, God can have that. This is proven throughout the Bible. Regardless of what you want or what you want, God will get how He wants things to happen. And here's the thing: if it involves you, He's still gonna find a way to get you involved in it, whether or not you like it or not. So I don't understand this whole thing where we have to deliberately sabotage things. Deliberately not fight back, even though it's just like, man, way to feed your children to the wolves. You know? That just ticks me off.
Oh, I understand you 100%. I know a few people who are like that.
And you know what's sad? It's like, they'll go to other countries where Christians are being persecuted and they have to hide, you know, whenever they have church or anything, right? They have to hide themselves. And it's like, I have more respect for those people. Because at least they're trying in a land that hates them. Meanwhile, y'all don't want to rock the boat too damn much in America. You want to keep voting Republicans even though the fuckers still can't guarantee you anything. Keep compromising this shit.
Also, excuse me a moment, I gotta use the restroom.
Alright. Actually, speaking of that, I gotta pee. I'll be right back too. Yeah. I was trying to put my headset on and poked my face with the mic. Because it was pointing in the wrong direction.
I'm probably gonna head out. I'm barely able to keep my fucking eyes open.
Alright,
So-
get some sleep.
So, later, y'all.
Hey, they could actually fix your sleep schedule. That's
Yeah.
good luck with that. Oh.
Bleh.
Hello. My dog is gone.
What
He
happened?
felt sleepy.
Uh,
I was like, hey, you might actually fix your sleep schedule. Good luck with that.
still doing some exercises?
If you call what little shit I'm doing exercise, sure, why not?
I don't know. You're breathing hard, so
Yeah, well, I'm moving a bit. I'm also just doing a running in place kind of thing. I'm just out of shape.
I'm a chunky boy.
No, just out of shape for somebody as scrawny as I am. There is a skinny, I forgot what they call it. But a skinny form of being out of shape, but there's a particular name for it. That's weird. Like I said, there's something with my foot. Like growing hair on top of it. Being bigger. Maybe I'm just a hobbit.
Or you could be Baraka.
What does that mean?
Wait, no, his name's not Baraka. That's Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Anyways. You know what it probably is with the bottom of my feet anyway? Because it's not really the top of my feet that feels like this.
Hmm.
It's probably neuropathy. Yeah. Let's just put it like this, right? It's in both sides of my family. Both the white and black side.
Yeah, that's
with diabetes.
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's probably what I'm dealing with. Because I was looking up. So my mom's always talking about her. And always getting problems with it, right?
Mhm.
Where she can't feel certain things and whatever. But it has a pain that she could definitely feel that's not related to anything else. Probably what my feet deals with. Oh, so she's got discoloration on the top of her feet, where it's kind of got white now instead of black. Oh well, not much genetics you can do about genetics unless you want to put a bunch of nanomachines on. You know what's scary that we actually technology's been here for quite a few years.
Yeah.
And yet we can't have affordable iPhones.
Wow. You're not wrong, but still, wow.
As 4chan has said it before, iPhones is poor fag coke. Poor people buy stupid iPhones to make themselves look like they have money.
Oh! Well, hi everybody. I didn't realize the stream was back up.
Yeah.
The character just saying Mike grunting ASMR stream.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
Also, let me show you this character here. This is the newest Girls Frontline character. You didn't share with the chat because I don't know. I'm not gonna go on YouTube. My phone, that is.
Also, they heard you about the whole...
Yeah, I understand it, but I'm not concerned about that right now.
Yeah, just... Hi there, everybody. This is the pre-stream.
Peace. Pete.
Pre-stream!
I know what you said, I just couldn't say it. Now, can you tell me how that's said?
Huh?
I put it in the group chat.
Yeah, what am I looking at? Or what am I reading?
The name.
Probably like
I know
Jenny
she's a-
Manic.
Yeah, she's an SMG submachine gun, but I don't know. I never heard of it.
Can't say that I've heard of the platform.
I'm just wondering where they come up with these new characters, and apparently they're going to come up with more with the sequel.
Also, it's a Finnish submachine gun.
And I explained the name because I've never heard of it. I'm still amazed they're still adding stuff to this game. That thing runs worse than Fate Grand Order, and Fate Grand Order is older. Actually, by the time Viper comes back, he'll probably have to do maybe one game and quit, because it's already 10:30.
True.
Which means it's 11:30 where he's at.
Hello?
Hello,
Howdy.
welcome back, just in time, because I was like, you might get one more game out before you have to go to bed.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I was not only getting a stretch, but also was getting a quick snack and hot cocoa to warm my hands.
Nah, you're fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Still, wow, I didn't realize that the stream was actually back up. I feel real dumb.
Yeah, I feel bad, but not too much. Just no point of crying over spilt milk. Or is it spilt salt? No, wait, spilt salt is... I forgot what the whole thing with spilling salt. Is it for good luck or trying to prevent bad luck?
Bar.
Supposed to throw it behind your back or something.
I think it's for bad luck or something.
Yeah, I can't remember those old things. They always say going under a ladder is bad luck. It's bad luck because the person on the ladder might drop something on you.
Yeah.
Sure. But what about stepping on a crack and breaking your mother's back?
I mean, I never quite understood that. But then again, I was like, I don't know, I can make a joke about actual crack.
Mighty number 9.
Well,
And she got mad that you stepped on her crack.
I mean, that is a type of massage technique, but yeah, you could technically crack someone's back doing that.
Yeah, I was talking about the
You
drug, but...
All set?
Yeah, sure.
Eh.
The last signal we received from Mighty Number 4's transponder originated in that area.
Already in Momodora 5 already has multiple updates.
Stop functioning.
Localization changes and a few other things.
Sorry, just trying to get used to this controller.
No, you're good.
Also, my cat obviously used the litter box recently.
You up? All
My goodness.
system ready?
I'm gonna have to move that thing away from my door.
The last signal we received from Mighty Number 4's
Oh, that
transponder
stunk.
originated in that area.
Maybe he stopped transmitting because he stopped
I
functioning.
didn't think it was possible.
Do you think he might be?
Impossible. The Vic is one of my most resilient designs. Proceed, Beck. With all due caution.
Makes me wonder what the heck's in cat food to make it stink so bad.
That's more like it.
Warning. Next transponder signal is losing strength. We may lose our communication.
Which might explain why we lost Vic's signal as he went deeper inside. Carry on, Beck.
Roger that. Bring it on.
Yeah, that's sad.
No way. Huh? Whoa.
Limited Run still keeps getting actual people paying for their stuff. Oh, by the way, that's an interesting little bit of information I saw. What's that thing that Race Fist was on recently, that podcast? side scrollers. Yeah, they actually interviewed the lady who got fired because of limited runs.
Yeah.
Bull crap.
Yeah, she just.
Eh?
And they,
You go ahead.
yeah, go ahead, Brady.
No, I'm saying as in like what?
Yeah, and they still haven't apologized about anything.
That's what.
If anything, though,
That's- Go ahead.
Irma did spark them back, but someone getting caught in the act of trying to get into a relationship with someone in that company.
Yeah, it's just. This is amazing. I don't know why my cat's making such an ugly meow when she's in heat. Sounds like an old lady trying to copy what a cat sounds like. It's like the cat's broken. The record player is broken. It's making a weird sound. No, that's just a cat.
Meow, hiff, snarl.
Oh, oh,
And still
my-
operational.
What the heck? Is your jaw broken?
as the
Why
professor
are you
predicted.
sounding like this?
You too?
Is that how
And
you
I'm
attract
sorry, Mick.
male suitors or something? Yeah, sound like someone 50 years your age.
Yo! Ow!
I like how she just started meowing right as you did that. Yeah, this ain't the weirdest conversation we've had on here, so.
Yeah, we could be imitating like that one. Was she a cat whisperer or something? I can't remember, but either way, it still was a headache.
Oh, do you remember the gun thing you showed about that
I
lady?
guess.
When she was trying to talk to people, but using meows. Oh, man, I hope it comes up with another IT tech job thing, showing idiots who, you know, I'm gonna like to let you know that most of those people lost their jobs for doing that TikTok stuff. Certain companies don't like me doing things like that. You know, showing off on social media and all that, because it makes them look bad. But then again, Google looks bad all the time. What am I talking about?
Just a bit more, Mick. We'll get you straightened out and back to the professor. Mick!
You know what's funny? But you remember back in the day, early 2000s, when white hair anime characters were kind of an enigma. You rarely saw them. It was just like, huh? It's like actually finding an albino in real life. And nowadays, it's everywhere. And it's just bloods everything, so they all look the same.
Come on! Snap out of it! Now!
That's your name. What?
Yeah, it's a shame
Beck,
too.
why
Because
Beck
I
come?
was, you know, designing my
It's
own
dangerous
original
here.
character to have like kind of grayish silver hair.
It just kind of makes it not special anymore when they do things like that.
Go ahead and... You, all... System ready? Go!
What is this place?
Military base they shut down years ago. It should be all but empty inside.
Beck, I'm reading
He-
multiple robot signatures ahead. Proceed with caution.
Good. What in the Sam Hill? Those are clearly military eyes.
That should have been scrapped as part of the disarmament. Was that all a government ruse? And that means that Bat...
Spin flash!
Okay, let's see. The next holiday is Valentine's Day.
Here we go. That's more like.
Oops, didn't mean to waste that.
I will say, maybe I should get some of those chocolates before stores try to throw them out.
You all set then?
One thing I like about Valentine's Day, they always have those nice assorted chocolates.
System ready?
Where you can get a whole bunch of different flavors and all that.
What is this
Love
place?
that.
Military base they shut down years ago. It should be all but empty inside.
Beck, I'm reading multiple robot signatures ahead. Proceed with caution.
I just never liked the ones that had raspberry feeling. Yeah.
You all
Also, unless I guess I had to go to a bigger store, I don't even see those chocolate oranges anymore around the holidays.
system
Yeah, I
ready?
really miss those chocolate.
What is this
They like to
place?
take all of our happy, fun stuff away.
Military base they shut down years ago.
But you know what? Screw them. I don't need a chocolate orange. I can just go to the liquor store and get some chocolate with some liquor in it.
Proceed with caution.
What in the Sam Hill?
I'll teach them.
Clearly military bots.
It should have been scrapped as part of the disarmer.
Oh.
Or was that all a
Oh.
government ruse?
You know, Raven? Raven, you here?
Just got back, actually.
That's
Raven. Never mind what me and you said. Raven, that means whatever Modoka said was on here. And you know what he went with.
Yeah, don't save the recording for this, Viper.
that's
God, it's just, we were unaware. And underwear, yes.
that's more like it.
Thank
That's
you.
more like it.
I just remembered what he said.
Doors. I'm trapped.
I thought you would have saw that by accident.
Oh,
No,
We were just talking
but-
casually here in group chat.
Yeah, no, voice chat.
Yeah, voice
Yeah,
chat.
yeah. Madoka showed up for a little bit and left before he came back. It's our usual kind of conversation because we didn't know the stream was still.
Yeah, you pulled up a new stream. I was still stuck on the old stream, so I was like, oh, surely this one will come back. No, that was not the case.
Well, that was my computer being fucking stupid.
That's more like
No, you're fine. If anything, it's everybody's fault.
Yeah, we kind of didn't notice that.
We said a few spicy gamer words.
Oh, is that what Ziltek was trying to get Gundam to say? He kept trying to say the gamer word. And Gundam was like, I don't know what that is. Of course Ziltek's trying to get him in trouble, ain't it?
Well, yeah, but Gundam is not a gamer, so he doesn't know about them.
Gamer word.
that's more like it.
Not to mention he told Gundam about, like, Gundam's been so out of everything, he didn't even know about the Burger King meme. You know, the airplane and all that?
Oh god.
Yeah, that one. Ziltek was like, hey, you know about the Burger King crown? Ziltek's just bad, ain't he?
Yes.
No way.
This is going bad.
I love how Gundam keeps asking, why do we hang out?
Very valid question to ask.
You
And I keep thinking, it's like, why can't he just have Clanky and D-Girl do a stream instead of having to always rely on Ziltek?
What is
to be
this
there?
place?
I think it's because people really just enjoy seeing Gundam suffer. Even though that's really not something they should be enjoying.
I'm reading multiple robot signatures ahead.
Just like they keep asking him to cover, you know, certain E-celebs that sell a certain thing.
Oh, hold on.
Even though he's like, he's not even interested in them. You know what the funny thing is, Raven? Because, you know, Viper's had the longest history of knowing about DSP out of all of us, right? It's the fact that Gundam finds him somewhat, like, interesting to just look up occasionally.
Hmm.
It's still amazing that
What in the Sam Hill?
DSP can still just do what he does. I don't see how he keeps getting money.
Disarmament. Was that all a government
I don't quite understand it.
Then that means that
Here we go. Here. That's
And then there was something about side scrollers in the ESP. I don't even know what the heck that was about.
I missed out.
Time to get my flesh bud.
It's like, what's going on with this world? And I said, the internet needs to stop coming up with ESOLADs that are worse than DSP. Like, seriously, stop it.
At this point, it's fundamentally impossible. He's Occam's dumbass.
Yeah, and thanks to that one retard that went to Japan, we got a bunch of people trying to go to Japan and be retards.
Ugh.
You know what's great about other countries? When they have something horrific, right, happen, they actually hide the face of the person that did the
what
thing,
is this place?
because they don't want them to gain any traction.
Shut down years ago.
Yeah.
Should be all but empty inside.
I'm reading multiple
I won't mention what the crime was, but basically the suspect had her head covered up with the police photos. So it's like, she's not gonna, there's not gonna be anybody trying to, you know, copy what they did, you know what I mean?
You all.
She's not gonna get famous for it.
Mm.
And I was like, that's what we should be doing.
What is this place?
Military base they shut down years ago. Should be all but empty
Who
inside.
plays gotcha?
I'm reading multiple robot signatures.
In the yeah, go ahead.
It was, okay, I should be back
part of the disarmament.
that one.
was that all a
I
government
was like any of your friends, I mean.
Then that means that
Let me know, Raven, if anybody says they played it, something.
That's more like.
Oh, right, gamers. If you play gachas, now is your chance to interact with us.
Yes.
Enter code SCRUNGLE for a 20% discount coupon.
Man, you could be entertaining if you actually didn't hate people.
Yeah, well, no.
It's like Mr. Beast have nothing on you. Yeah, you and Jontron would be coming up with stuff.
Oh my goodness, no.
No.
I can't compare to the absolute king that is Jontron.
Especially that last video we watched.
The Christmas wrestling nerd.
Oh my god.
How did he find that?
I don't want to know.
It's Jantran.
You probably found it at a public library.
Yeah?
That's usually where those things are dug up from.
That's more like. That's more
I
like.
want to know what kind of public library you're going to. Shit.
That's the kind of shit
The doors.
that you see with public libraries where they have old VHSs and DVDs and stuff.
Nah, ain't no
And the
way
only reason, and the only reason they have it is because it was cheap. All right. They don't put any good movies there. You don't see anything good there.
Here we go.
Freaking public domain versions of Sleeping Beauty and stuff.
Instead of Bartok the Magnificent, you get Anastasia.
Yes.
Don't move. In other words, freeze.
Oh, we've been around the block too long to even know what this stuff is.
an adequate distraction. Proceed, Beck.
You know, people are like, what are you talking about? And we know somebody in Viper's friends could probably be like, what are y'all talking about?
Here we go. Here we go.
I don't understand this. Is this the freshest memes?
You, all...
No.
No, it's quite stale.
They might even be moldy.
What is this place?
Military base they shut down years ago. It should be all but empty inside.
I'm reading multiple robot signatures.
What the Sam Hill? Those are clearly military parts.
It should have been scrapped as
You
part
should
of
do
the
for a
disarmament.
stream, Viper.
Or was that all a government ruse?
Play an RPG of some older kind.
Here we go.
Like a Disgaea or something that's got some humor to it.
Yeah, I was thinking at some point
Time to
playing
my
Super Bowl Wars here.
Super Robot beat boobs. I mean, basically. The only thing I remember about that was big boobs. And a weird character doing a particular dance every time she did her special attack.
Oh, that's how he actually controls her back. He used a bars in her pants and controls it by
The doors!
dancing
I'm
in a
trapped!
form of puppet feet.
Is that
He was like, oh, this is it.
Yeah, but let's be real. The only reason that they put it in there is because it was horny bait. And it's like, you're saying like it's a problem, sir. No, I'm just pointing it out.
That's for me.
Just like, you know, we weren't quoting Plato and stuff when playing Dead or Alive.
Don't move. In other words, freeze.
Cryo, I told you. Never mind. He'll serve as an adequate distraction.
So that'd be a very interesting combination.
Here. That's here we go.
Still, I hate that I have to wait a whole year before Fake Renoir's next chapter actually shows up. Really near the end of this year, that's when it's finally going to update.
Picking up large clusters of robots headed toward the city from your
I
location.
think I'll just replay Ghost Frontline, and maybe I'll pick up Lost Word.
Yeah, Lost Word's alright. I can at least vouch for it somewhat.
You know, it's sad that I'm so off of the Tahoe train that I don't even know right about the last 3 or 4 games.
I mean, I'm in the same boat, man.
That's more like it.
So like after University of Lunatic Kingdom, I kind of not bothered.
That's more like
And it's not because I'm not interested, it's just like I got other things on my mind.
Yeah. When you put it that way, yeah. Same.
You crawled all the way here.
I kind of
What is your major malfunction, Private Beck? Why would you try and stop this glorious war? Fighting is in our program. It's in our circuits. It's what we were made for.
They just don't want the controller.
I will say, yeah, I will say this much. I'm starting to get back into old genres like shoot 'em ups. Finally. I haven't been enough for so long thanks to Souls games.
Air support! Covering fire! Suppressing fire! Air support! Ready? Aim! Fire!
You know what's the perfect perfect game to play for when it's all snowy outside?
What's that?
The first hour of Red Dead 2.
I'm not like that. I'd never fight without good reason.
And you know,
I was gonna say scary.
because you're gonna be stuck in that snowy area for a while. God, that tutorial, whatever you would call that, you know what I mean? It's sure is long as hell.
Come on. Snap out of it. Now.
My army. The war must be stopped, Private Beck.
Mission clear.
Oh wait, since I'm not watching, did anybody actually say whether or not they did?
What in the blue
No,
blazes?
unfortunately not.
Will, you mean this whole robot rampage?
And I was just like, yeah, I'd be curious
Is all
what other
my-
people play.
Yeah, huh? Actually, I can maybe segue to something
Attention.
else.
End the game. Initializing power down sequence.
I like,
Bye for now.
I don't like gotchas, but I kind of like the social thing about it. You know what I mean? The kind of what's that thing they call it?
What thing?
Coffee something talk. Forgot what it's called. Coffee break talk or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Water cooler talk.
Oh.
You know? That's kind of what gacha games are kind of like if you don't play all the same stuff, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's going on in yours? Oh, yeah. They have a new limited character that I'm really trying to get.
Yeah. It used to be like that for me until a friend of mine pushed me to play Arc Knights when I was not having fun with it.
I never push anyone to play anything because I know Fate's a unique thing that only certain people would be interested in.
Mm-hmm.
The funny thing is, Fate Grand Order Works is a really good advertisement to try to push you to be interested in the other media.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of curious where these characters came from. Oh, right. We're getting the famous vampire character, one of the lead characters from Tsukihime this year in Fate Grand Order. What's her face? Can't remember. How to remember her name?
Neko Arc.
No, it's the vampire lady who's the she's gonna be sonable in this game later.
Oh.
In her true form, not the one you see with the nice sweater. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm just trying to pick up a game again, like.
Yeah. Ugh. Also, funny enough, both Tsukihime and Fate have very similar worlds. I don't think they take place in the same exact setting. Like the Mystic Eye's power exists in Fate Grand Order and Tsukihime.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna throw this in, considering Callie was streaming it earlier on her stream a few days ago. Just I have to get this to display the window resolution, so give me a moment.
Welcome.
My kid's 3D. That'll make you feel old.
What do you mean make you feel old? It was the greatest hit of our generation.
Welcome.
Same thing with Shrek will make you feel old.
What are you talking about? Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Don't disrespect him.
I'm disrespecting people who are old enough, you know. Ain't that nice of me?
No. It's disrespectful to Shrek.
They're gonna do about I love Shrek too, but yeah. Sometimes you just gotta say things. Words. Sometimes words.
The coup d'etat, tut, just good luck.
And yes, I'm just gonna flex. That's good. Anything else?
Everybody post their waifu's name.
Eventually.
Her husband, if that's more your thing. What's that you got there?
Pistachios.
I was eating popcorn earlier.
Wow, you're not gonna give me any?
I already ate them all.
Wow.
Why you always like this when I have food?
Because I know the shit you got is scrumptious.
Yeah, so just get some scrumptious yourself, boy.
No, that's impossible.
Yeah, your house.
Yeah. So give me some.
No.
Oh, I see. So you want fisticuffs?
But yeah, post them your waifu in the group in the YouTube chat.
Yeah.
Post your waifu and the series they're from.
Yeah.
Metal Wolverine Chaos. By the way, that Wolverine looks awful. The game looks awful.
Wolverine?
Yeah, the current game they're working on, the people who made the Spider-Man games are making a Wolverine game, and it looks awful.
Oh no.
It looks really awful. It looks like a really, really bad version of the Arkham system, and there's no blood or anything. Or I mean, yeah, that's a pretty good one. Sonico's is the sex, literally what. And her figurines are expensive. Also, she has too many coming out at times. Even if you have bought one, there's like 2 more that show up before you're done buying one of them. Sanico. That's funny.
Not too bad. San Francisco.
Hey, I will forever love Phantom Brave. So much so, I bought it multiple times, and Raven thinks I'm crazy. I was gonna say retarded.
Yeah.
PS2. Good.
Honestly, we just posted on the website. I had
The gentleman in me goes off the clock at 5 p.m. And now I'm gonna take America back.
And then I bought it on the PS2. I Actually, I bought it twice on the PS2 because I had to sell it for some reason. And I bought it on the PSP and bought it on the Nintendo Wii. And then I bought Phantom Brave on Nintendo Switch, and I bought it on the Steam. To say that I love that game, what?
You said you bought it off the Steam. I'm like, oh yes, on the Steam.
Shut up.
No.
No more popcorn for you.
Wow, I don't even have any in the place.
Yeah, you won't get any.
So what, you're saying I'm gonna die before I get another bite of popcorn? There is the movie theater just down the street. Ooh.
Well, that's some bacon grease.
I'm fighting you.
Oh, that's a good one right there, Viper. That's funny enough. That's about the only character I remember from that, movie/anime. She's about the only thing I remember from it.
Yeah, oddly enough, I found out that was originally a manga series, and it was completely different from what the OVA did.
Speaking of OVA, let's all watch Sonic OVA. With the hilarious English dub. Where Sonic tells Tails to shut up.
Yeah, and Sonic flips the
Yeah? Ain't that fun?
Sure, why not? Sounds good.
And Knuckles learn the fucking being Australian.
Detroit.
With that freaking hat of his.
looking like Indiana.
Yeah. Funny enough, I've heard something of that. Not full knowledge, but also thanks to fucking 4chan that I even know what that is. Yes, he is. He does know the way.
I know the why, mate. I know the way to a counter.
By the way, you guys watch any side scrollers in the chat? Razor Fist made a meme that they've now used forever, thanks to Obama's brother. Obama's brother was talking about Michelle Obama, and that you know she got something. It looks like something under her dress or something, and it's so funny because there's just a long pause before he says the D word. You know, attack. Is it? I don't know. I haven't seen. No, I don't know if Obama's gay. It was funny. Oh, that was funny. The side scrollers keep using that. You know, I can never hate Fallout 3 completely. You know why? This is one of the few games that you can take a cannon, makeshift cannon made out of junk, right? And shoot teddy bears to kill super mutants. You launch a can of beans and murder the heck out of the wasteland.
Oh yeah, don't you know that's called spread shot?
You know what makes me, what I think is very interesting 4chan has a good point about? Why do companies keep remaking games that honestly don't deserve it or need it? Versus games that didn't quite do well, when they first came out. It would love to be remade to make it better. Like Bullet Witch.
Yeah, honestly, I wish. That kid had so much potential, and it honestly deserved like a proper, not
Just like RE4 didn't really need anything, but let's put it like this: it wasn't because fans desperately begged for it. It's because they're trying to change the history of Resident Evil, where they want to try to take it so serious and stuff. They basically just want to take away the goofiness of the originals. So 5 and 6 will get remade and their stories changed.
Yeah, also politically.
And Wesker is not going to be a badass memester he is in 5 when they redo that.
Just a bit more, Mr. President.
In fact, he'll say it'll only take him 10 minutes to kill you this time.
Hold on, if Albert Wesker is not the creamy meamy goodness that he is, then what's the point?
For everything to be super boring and super serious.
But it's not it's no longer Biohazard or Resident Evil as I know it as, without Mimi Creamy Albert Wesker.
I mean, that's why half the stuff where they try to copy the same dialogue from Resident Evil 4 with a remake doesn't yet fly because they're trying to take themselves too seriously. They give it.
Then why don't they make a different series entirely? Why do they gotta ruin Resident Evil?
Well, because they already started with. And the funny thing is, I'm fairly sure, like, they're not the people who are controlling Capcom right now are probably not going to be satisfied with just leaving the original alone with its remake. They'll remake it.
Retreading old ground.
I mean, that's what a lot of companies are doing. And it's just like, oh, well, whatever. I'm just waiting for some creative as hell indie devs to come up with something like old school Resident Evil. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just wish people would kind of make something besides Mega Man games and whatever and Souls clones. Come on, we need some Mega Man Legends. We need some Resident Evil, classic Resident Evil. We need some Silent Hill inspired things.
Give me some of that spook or shoot.
And they hand you that one free to play horror game with a ghost girl. You say no, I don't want that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Nah, definitely don't want that.
Yes. And it's just me. The new Resident Evil engine just makes everybody ugly.
Yeah.
It looks like you're gonna receive a lovely present.
Same treatment they gave to Dead Space.
Like I said, there's games that be amazing. Like a remaster of Steel Battalion. Or, you know what I mean? Things like Mech Warrior Comeback. Anything that isn't just remaking whatever came out in the last few years. You know what I mean?
The enemy forces in San Francisco have been annihilated.
And I'll say it. I don't want to remake Devil May Cry 3.
I don't want that either.
I don't want the ugly, this awful graphics that the Resident Evil engine is currently using to mess that game up style-wise. Because it's just gonna make everybody ugly. You know? And it doesn't need it. That game works just fine. You know what I mean?
This place is pretty run, Mr. President.
Devil May Cry 1 still looks just fine.
Yeah.
But you know Capcom is gonna run out of money at some point or be desperate enough they'll do it.
Just make a remaster then. Don't make no remake.
I already have a remaster.
Yeah, just like Resident Evil 4
Just leave it alone.
already had a remaster, and they still wouldn't leave it alone. They just can't leave it well enough alone.
This
Come
place
on,
is
Pope
pretty
Pope,
run
do
down.
something.
Like a town in an old western. A radar jamming station is located here. The number of target areas and
Meanwhile,
enemies
they'll
seem
ignore,
limited.
they'll ignore Mega
Let's
Man
mop this
outside
area
of just
up
coming up with
ASAP.
collections. I still don't see how we don't have a Legends collection before that Battle Network thing was a thing.
Jody, sorry, but
Yeah.
these guys might
If
slow
they're,
me
if
down.
they're gonna do a legacy collection for Legacy, they better bring us the PSP. So, the first two games. And they better not
Major,
forget Front on
Michael Wilson.
too.
Watch. Eventually, they're gonna make a Mega Man
You've
Pachinko
tarnished the
game.
good name of the U.S. military and your reputation as a hero.
I mean,
Now
isn't
you'll
that what
die
X
for
Dive
it.
just basically is?
Shut up.
Whatever. This is like starring in John Ford's My Darling Clementine. Wanna find out who gets to play Wyatt Earp?
Mr. President,
And well, it's like, why can't we have that X-Men game, arcade game, instead of all this crap, Capcom?
How about heading for high ground?
Why can't y'all re-release Capcom vs SNK, huh?
Capabilities cannot be picked up due to radar trouble.
Why you gotta censor your Street Fighter games? Why can't you give us something we actually want?
Jamming facility. That's a radar jamming installation. The best menace.
Why you gotta put DRM on stuff? It already had DRM taken off.
Now the stealth function of the enemy's heavy special.
That's the dumbest thing about it. It's not even just the questionable Russian DRM that, you know, has a long history of having malware and other problems with it. It's the fact that you took the Novo off these things, alright? There's several years, right? And you decided to put DRM on them again.
Yeah. Which is actually pretty funny too, because Enigma particular DRM has easily been defeated in better
Yes. Which is funny because Sonova right now, as we currently as it's currently implemented, hasn't been circumvented yet.
Yeah, like,
Oh,
only
you don't know what you want.
games, I know that has Sonova has been cracked. Sadly, in particular, Steam, a lot of the cracking Sonic Origins or other things that like it.
No, to be fair, it's one of those things. It's like unless they're just, you know, interested in all that, ain't like they're being paid for it. Which is, you know, what's hilarious? Like, you know, we talk about like things like that, not having anything happening, but it's like translators have been on a ball lately. Holy crap! So many games have been translated recently.
It's been wild.
Major, going
You know what I
somewhere.
hate to say? This looks more fun than Armored Core 6. What?
Wow.
Look, I love how Armored Core 6 is smooth moving and all that, but that game's just
Randy, damn
I don't know.
it ain't over till
It
it's
doesn't
over.
feel like you're
I
driving
never
a
thought
mech
you'd take
around.
on your former units. Have you lost your compassion and dignity?
Mr. President, 2 more enemy
I
missiles.
say, wow, I can't believe you said that about a very popular game that dropped off the map 3 months after release. What? To be fair, its story is very dry. It's a very straightforward game, but outside of its boss fights, it's very vanilla. In fact, most strategies for Armored Core 6 is to just ignore most of the battles until you get the mission done and go fight the boss.
Roger that. Leave the good stuff for me.
To be fair, I've heard some interesting things since the last few Armored Core games were like that too. You know, where the mobs aren't all that important or whatever. But it's like, I haven't really bothered to go back to play it because I just kind of got bored with it a little bit.
Personal payback for you betraying us. Major.
And while it's like Sekiro, I actually get my butt handed to it quite a bit.
All enemy
But it
special
feels
mobile armor units
very
have been put 6 feet
interesting and
under,
exciting
Town
to play it.
Marshal. How's it feel to be an Old West hero?
Not to mention it's a very
Not
pretty
too
game.
good. I'm not the hero type.
If you like games that have an autumn setting, play Sekiro.
I'm
It's
just
really
doing
pretty.
my job as president.
The majority of that game is actually set in the fall, with the latter half taking place in winter.
Operate.
I'm kind of curious.
We believe
You know what the biggest meme of all right now? Is people still trying to speculate what this next Nintendo system is going to be like. We don't even know if it's going to even be called the Switch 2.
Yeah, maybe an entirely different name.
No, it could be a very similar concept to what the Switch is, but it could be something totally different.
No, I think they're really gonna switch it up on us.
Yeah, fine. Some people's like, well, it wouldn't make sense for them to go back to, you know, a stay-at-home console thing. That being said, we won't know the truth until Nintendo actually tells us what's in it. It's like, a lot of people don't seem to understand. It's like, you do know that Nintendo could just pay journalists to lie,
Yeah.
right? It ain't like they have to lie to them. They could just tell them shit that's
Richard,
a lie.
come
You know what I
on.
mean?
True.
It's like, I don't get why they, why nobody just wants, I get it's apparently fun for teenagers, I guess.
And for
Teenagers.
that, I owe you.
To
You canceled
speculate
all
on
my
what the
dreams
next
and
system's going to be
plans.
like, but
So now I've got a nice
how about just
little
waiting?
present for you.
The only thing I care about is if backwards compatibility with the online works. I don't want my Nintendo subscription to be
Let me
something
ask
that's
you
null
one
and void with
last
the new
thing.
system.
What do you want
Honestly,
on your
oh,
tombstone?
What
What do you want it to say, huh, Michael?
Oh, I'm sure that's going to be a thing. Funny thing is, the only speculation that wouldn't work with that would be a speculation of like they just go back on how they did things, where they keep the Switch alive as a handheld and go back into the console thing. But I don't think they'll do that because it kind of invalidates what they did to the 3DS. It didn't really deserve that. But, yeah, I'm not so concerned about if the cartridges are going to have backwards compatibility. I'm sure they're going to do that, especially if they're going to keep going with the
Bravo,
small
Michael.
form factor
What lovely
Right.
footwork.
handheld thing.
Richard!
I just
Now
want
try
the
dancing with
purchases
me.
that I have digitally or the
Show's gonna rock
subscription thing to stay.
all night.
I don't want them changing it up again. Especially if I've invested tons of hours into like some of those retro games on their things.
Yeah, I put some time into playing some of the or something because I hadn't finished it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was trying to finish my guided one. Association Service.
I'll put it like this. I play some of these retro games on there because of the rewrite function that RetroArch still can't fix.
Yeah, that's one thing I like about that. Much more than
Like I said, I know it exists in there, and I know it's trying to work, but every single time I try to use it, it crashes the whole thing. And I'd rather not lose progress trying to make the game rewind.
Your Medal of Honor would look better on me. Give up.
That's the thing nobody knows, and it's probably, you know what, I'd rather be surprised what the next Nintendo system might be. Maybe we might actually have, maybe all this money they can, I doubt it, since no first party has done this. I was like, fuck it, Nintendo. Use all this money you got from the Switch and have Hall Effect sticks, you fuck.
Yeah.
Think you can kill me, huh?
Actually, you know what? Pull a power move. Do what nobody else can do.
He's on the move. Chase
Make your next
him,
console
Mr.
have the
President.
GameCube controller as its main controller. Just bring it back and say, yeah, this is our new system with the new controller, but that looks like the GameCube controller. Yeah, I know, right?
Precisely. Only people who have a GameCube can get this console.
I would just do that to fuck with people.
And this is why you don't run Nintendo.
You know, this is why I don't have friends.
Wow. Okay, I guess I just don't exist anymore.
You exist.
Nah.
In my dreams. Dreams.
You know what? Yeah, you are a little bit schizophrenic. Did you forget to take your pills today?
Yeah, I agree with you with that. RetroArch is... if I'm just playing like some emulators like Sega Genesis or whatever, it's whatever. It's fine. It's when I start going beyond that generation of games that I kind of rather just have a individual
Richard, you can run, but you can't hide.
emulator.
Yeah, like Julian said, some enemies are better. For me, I just kind of like he's a piece, for other things, yeah.
You gonna complain? He's a coward.
Yeah, cause like I get it. The RetroArch
Or are you a chicken?
thing for GS isn't the best.
Knock that jerk off the roof.
But I kind of just use it out of the fact that it's just there. Because I already got other games on there. And I never bothered with the RetroArch's version of PSP emulation. Thanks to the fact that Duck Station's in there, I kind of just use it for that. And Duck Station basically saved all of us from EPXC. You know, there's still people who apparently still use that.
You break it, you bought it, Michael. You'll
Remember
pay
when
for
you
the
had to get all
damages
those
with your
plugins
life.
and all that stuff? Just to make that thing work. And you had to use so many, what is it? Cheats to make things not break. You had to turn off some cheats, turn on some cheats.
Now, Michael.
Still kind of a thing with the PS2 emulator. But the thing is with that, there's not really much of a better
Shall
alternative
I take you
right
to
now.
the next stage?
At least there's enough shit flinging from the Switch emulators that they'll actually still try. You know, the two big Switch emulators actually trying because they have competition with each other. Meanwhile, with the PS2 emulation will never get better because there's no other alternative worth a crap right now.
Yeah, I mean, another alternative for PS2 emulation is Wave, but that's not really all that much. It's not 100%
It's mostly because everybody keeps having this stupid moral ground thing they want to do.
Doesn't knowing that it all ends
It's like
here.
they're working on
kind
an
of get your
they're working on an
adrenaline going?
emulator. They don't want you to play it with pirated games and stuff.
That's actually the problem that I dealt with when I was who made PS3 after hurt. They just they gave me a nasty attitude because I wanted to play the PS3 collection of Jim. Even though I think good games, but they want me to pass
We've got
pass
the
it
stage all
as
to ourselves.
Yeah.
It
There's something similar with Xbox emulator that I saw for a while. Apparently, they also didn't particularly like people doing that. It's like, okay, whatever. If that's how you feel, how about you just work on it? Don't publicize it on the internet, and do your own little thing. And don't ask for donations. Yeah. You know.
Welcome.
It's like. If you want to get in a tizzy about it, just don't bother publicizing it. Because you know what people are going to want to do with it. I still need to get to the Link's Awakening thing that I downloaded.
Me too.
I also finally found a torrent where I could get another Metroid 2 remake.
Oh, well, that's good. I actually still have the original download that used to be taken down, but I've been, keeping that one up alive as much as I can. Because, fans have been trying to, fix and update that one since the developer couldn't anymore.
Yeah. The fact is, we got another Zelda game that's getting money, getting this treatment. I forgot which one it was. It's either Link to the Past or something. But somebody's doing some kind of total conversion thing. Funny enough, what was that? The guy I would like to watch on YouTube is currently doing that with
Final Fight?
Final Fight.
Yeah.
He's scary good at that game.
Yeah. And actually, you kind of remind me of something I guess I could show real quick before I head off soon, but yeah.
Just be warned, if you find this guy's YouTube and stuff and watch it, just be aware he curses a lot. He gets actually really passionate about things. Also, if you like Valve, he might step on your toes. He is not a fan of Gaben at all. To be fair, I'm not a fan, nor do I necessarily hate Gaben, but it's just one of those things. Like, I don't get this whole thing. It's like this whole worshiping thing.
Me neither.
But Nitro, aren't you ready for a miracle?
No.
But Nitro, those 90% off discounts.
When? Where? When was that a thing?
It's happened before. You just ain't looking.
Before. And they give you coupons for games nobody ever heard of and nobody's reviewed and nobody cares about whenever you craft a badge.
No, shut up.
Meanwhile, game companies can just be like, 10% discount, that's all you get during the big Steam sale. Actually, now they don't even feel like they need to bother putting in the time to put a game on sale nowadays. I looked at the last winter sale. There was quite a bit of games that weren't on sale, and they weren't even new games. These were games like Reciteer. It wasn't even on sale last winter sale. They didn't even bother with it.
Yikes.
Because I probably would have gotten that instead of Freedom Planet 2. I mean, I like Freedom Planet 2, but I've been wanting to get a legal copy of Reciteer.
Yeah.
You know? But whatever. I wonder whatever happened to that dev.
Yeah, like, I haven't heard anything from Music Game Station in a long time.
I haven't heard anything for a lot of devs. I used to really enjoy their stuff, like Trouble Witches dev. I guess because that other shoot 'em up they had just got panned so bad for what it was, they just didn't bother anymore.
Which is a shame because I actually like Very Kingdom Rush. That was a nice little shoot 'em up, and the dialogue was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wish, you know, Trouble Witches 2 was the thing. But hey, at least I'm glad we got Cotton, and Cotton's got a new game coming out. This time she's wearing a kimono. And she gets, and you get to see her feet. I wish Treasure gave a fuck about anything. Hey, instead of re-releasing Ikaruga again, how about you know, you bring back that McDonald's game or make another Gunstar Heroes.
Yeah. Bring back Sin and Punishment.
Yes. Sin and Punishment. Bring that back, and then have guest star 2B so we can look at her butt. What? Look at that angle. You can get all. Never mind. You all right, Raven?
Oh, I'm just here.
He's just toasting.
Nah, I wish I was toasting. If anything, I might actually head off to actually get warm because, wow, it's starting to get frigidly cold.
Funny enough, I'm actually, thanks to your suggestion, I feel a bit better.
Well, that's good, at least. Yeah.
I'm just playing my gotcha.
Just about to have my head off, boys, so good night, everybody, and, I'll see you next time he streams.
Yes.
Good night. Thank you for letting me entertain you guys, too.
Hey, no problem, man. I'm always happy to see you stream.
Yeah. I'm gonna see what team I can like decide on to stream, or you know, I can someday I can do both too.
Yeah, for sure. Alright. Yep. I'm gonna head out. You two behave.
I can't guarantee anything when I get off call though.
Alright, well, peace.
And yeah, I'm just gonna play this just for a little bit, just so I can show you guys. And it's pretty easy to mod too. Just to like, you just drop a file for whatever mod you need, and it's just bam. It's just easy to mod.
Ow. Ow. You know what's funny? Nathan Mentosos was right about a bunch of stuff regarding like preservation of games and stuff. So it won't always be the same, right? Like, funny enough, the closest I could say to is to controlling Ocarina of Time the way you want to is probably the GameCube controller. You know, outside the 64. But whenever I use anything more modern, like an Xbox controller or whatever, it just feels weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I'm playing this with my Pro 2, since it feels more like a modern Nintendo controller.
It's just one of those things, like... I do hope for the next Smash Brothers that they include The sound effects from the first one. Because it felt so meaty back then.
I miss those sound effects.
Yeah, Smash Brothers never really quite had the same oomph as the original did. It'd be nice if Cave gave a fuck about anything on PC. They don't. And not that it needs it, because I still like the way this game looks. But you know, if I was going to direct a remake of Ocarina of Time that isn't that 3DS game, I would try my hardest to make the graphics look like what the official art look in the strategy guide and like the stuff in the manual looked, right? How these guys looked muscleized as hell. Right? The actually kind of looks scary as hell. Moblins looking scary as hell. I would love that kind of look. I mean, yeah, because basically they're just releasing all their old stuff on Switch and PS4. That's all they're really doing nowadays. But, like, I would love to play some of these games on PC, but whatever. But at least like we're getting some fresh stuff with Cotton. Her games are worth it.
Yeah, bag me out of animal stuff.
She wants the willow. The willow. And I just love it when Fake Run Order makes me go through a freaking fight that it knows I can't win. I hate to say it. The only time that was quaint and revolutionary was in Mega Man X. Alright? Because one, it wasn't a thing for the most part in most games. You know? Having a boss fight that you were scripted not to win, right? No matter how much you tried.
Yeah.
That was novel back in Mega Man X. It's tired now. But you know what's more tired than that? Boss fights where you can beat them up, right? But at the end, the cutscene shows your character losing. Devil May Cry. What? It's like, why Devil May Cry? But I won. But Dante's get his butt whooped by his brother. Even though I won. When are we gonna get Muchi Muchi pork?
Yeah, huh? The only way I ever heard about that game was because it was packaged in with the Mara.
Or better yet, it's like, hey Konami, stop not giving us Bomber Girl. But if you're not gonna give us Bomber Girl, give us a re-release of the Ultimatius games, dadgummit.
Honestly, I wish they kind of like finished up. Ultimate is excellent. But honestly, that game kind of feels unfinished compared to the first one.
Yeah. And I even managed to play an arcade leaked version of the first game.
Me too.
I remember back in the day when you get all sorts of stuff like that. I missed the Dojin scene back then.
Yeah, those were one of my favorite times I ever had to get her. That was before I even had a computer.
Now everything gets published or stuff. Plus, it was a way to try before you buy, because they just kind of released a version of the game, the demo. No, nobody does demos anymore.
Rarely ever do you see anyone write a demo for a game anymore.
And the problem is because the Western publishers basically say don't do it. You know? When it's like, you pretty much have to go to an anime convention or, you know, gaming convention.
Not only that, but it's also helping preserving some of those games too.
Yeah. To be fair, you know what my favorite trope in fiction writing is?
Which was that?
Villain or villainess, right? Doing bad thing because they're trying to protect you. I'm only doing this for your good. And I'm just like, but are you really though? But are you really though? I will save you from yourself. Yeah, I heard that before. Or Final Fantasy X with that weirdo Seymour. I would destroy Bureau. I will save it.
I could freeze her from all of the suffering if I could destroy it.
Yeah, I just remember Spoonie's whole thing about that. That was funny. Let me put you into a giant collection. I'll save you. He's like, what? What, bro? It's like, bruh, why you gonna be like this? See, this is what I want, but apparently the head guy of Zelda right now doesn't quite understand why we would want to go back to this style of game. I hope he gets knocked off his job. Or gets a clue, one or the other. Because I'm tired of open world everything. I want this Zelda back. And no, not just Ocarina of Time Part 3. You know, we already had that with Twilight Princess. I just want a nice romp of adventure. You know, like be inspired by the Oracle games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be more interested in that. I like pie. Does it have to do with anything? I don't know. But I like pie.
I'm gonna see if we can do a system game reset. So I don't have to.
I like turtles. Yeah, pretty much too many open world games, period.
It's honestly, I don't think the market if you ask me.
Well, here's the thing. As much as people hate Bethesda, I think them and maybe GTA are like the only ones who managed to get that formula right. The funny thing is, you know who honestly ruined it and probably made it too saturated? Ubisoft. All the Ubisoft open world games are basically alike. And a lot of people seem to be inspired by that. You know what I mean?
I definitely noticed a lot of inspiration of the Assassin's Creed game. I was messing around with Prototype there. Not saying it's a bad game. I kind of like some of the fun and shit you can do, but although the difficulty goes up in the worst ways possible. Like, the difficulty, to be honest, isn't all that balanced. Well, at least this stupid key so at least have to give me health back.
Wait, speaking of Ubisoft, you know, I know they're from Canada and French stuff too, right? Their main branches, right? But somebody in their collection of devs sure are weird with their weird little. Look. Why are they making the rabbits seem sexy? What's up with that recent Mario Rabbids game? Why are they making the female ones have all this personality and weird movements and walking animations? What are y'all doing there, buddy? Y'all sure acting weird.
Why does money got a big dump?
Yes. Why Ubisoft? What are you doing? What are you doing, step bro? What? Meanwhile, it's like, could you just make another Rayman game?
Oh god.
Haha. No.
God, isn't it really pissed off by this access my copy of Rayman Legends that I had on their website? And then again, it's kind of their fault. Not giving it recently used service. And also having a really shitty way of getting your password or account number too. Because I tried to get, my account recovered from Ubisoft Connect, whatever it is, and they still haven't gotten back to me.
Yeah, I kind of gave up, even though I would like to get back into. The only Assassin's Creed open world game that I like was Origin, and that's only because I like the main character so good. But, God, Origin could have been a masterpiece if they just didn't stick the feminism crap in there. God. Bikes, whatever. His wife's a piece of shit. I hate her. And I hate that lady that basically is in the model world or whatever. I don't like her either. Honestly, the women did everything wrong. Cause he was, bro, you fell for him. When he had accidentally killed his son, you fell for the motherfucker. You wanted to get revenge with him as well. And Ubisoft just couldn't stop going with the message. To leave the story like it was. The message. I like how that's just calm everywhere. You know. But yeah, I still like that game, but I'm not gonna bother Ubisoft.
If worst comes to worst, I'll find a way to get back my copy of Raven Legends back.
I'm gonna pirate. I'm gonna just go pirate it after a while. Like I still have. Yeah, they made it where I can't even play Blood Dragon anymore.
Yeah, that's the thing that pisses me off too. I'm gonna lose access to my copy of Blood Dragon and the original.
And you have to use a bunch of stupid third-party fixes to get Blood Dragon to work because of stupid servers. It's cut off from servers. Oof, you got barbecued. But
I tried to throw the bomb, but for some reason the game misread my input.
yeah, you have to adapt your dead zones and stuff. That's why even if you could get the emulation proper on these things, it's the controls that really kind of throw it off.
Yeah,
You know?
well, this isn't actually an emulation. This is an native port.
Yeah. Controls are just, I don't know, without a 64 controller, it's really hard to keep this game the way you want it to. It's a miracle how Nintendo got it to work so well in the GameCube collection.
That was really my first experience with
Yeah, you pretty much have to just get a pirated version of Blood Dragon for it to work, because it will keep pausing the game saying it can't connect to the server. A single player game is basically now useless because of them forcing a connection to the server, and they never patched it to not do that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, right. See, this is why you should just steal their games if you even bother to play them in the first place. They don't deserve it. Actually, Ubisoft, I don't really care for them. They didn't have a lot of franchises I care too much about. You know. I hate Activision though. I absolutely hate them.
Yeah, fuck Activision.
God damn it, I love Prototype. And I hate what they did to its sequel. God, there were so many potential storylines you could have went with. It's like, Alex Mercer just turned evil because, people are bad. It's just their nature. And I'm just like, go. Just go away. I don't want to deal with you anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a shame too.
And they won't even fix the PC version.
Yeah. Like they don't bother bother to fix that, but they'll just screw you over and give you like a remaster on Xbox and PS4 that at least looks somewhat decently from what I've heard. But they don't bother to fix the PC port.
Yeah, and the thing is, you know what's stupid about PC port? You're honestly better off if you have a crap computer to play it on. The more advanced your computer is, the worse that game breaks. Which is retarded. I don't know how you did that.
Someone did, I think, manage to make a fix for it that will fix some of the problems with modern systems. Although it sucks that you can't pick a resolution. It always goes to full screen, whatever your game resolution is, sadly.
Yeah. But
yeah, I wish we could get an Xbox Series X too, so I could play, Panzer Dragoon Orta and 4K and stuff, and actually be able to play Togi too, because, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I hope I could play on that. Shame they don't ever make Second no Ron backwards compatible, because that's always something I really want to show, but yeah. The means of actually showing that it's not all that great, and the only way I can show it is the arcade version without any translations at all. Yeah, but yeah, actually I was about to head off anyway. But yeah. Thank you guys for taking your time to watch me. I know it wasn't too much exciting stuff, and I apologize for the stream issues too. But yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Have a good night, everyone, and take care. It's fine. Me too. Good night, everyone.